Hello and welcome to Reykjavík Grapevines Newscast. My name is Valur Grettisson. I'm an editor-in-chief at Reykjavík Grapevine. And we are here at Paradísadalur, or Paradise Valley. It's called that because, well, dogs are actually allowed here, and it's a paradise for dogs. So we decided to treat Polly today, throw some balls. I've been throwing balls though now for 10 minutes or something. But news today, yeah, before that, of course, we remember everything, our High Five Club. We still need some members. And our online shop, you can get a ton of things. Food for dogs though. Also, I think food for people. A lot of clothes and of course Icelandic culture. And check out our new magazine, if you're in Iceland at least, or go to our homepage, grapevine.is. We mapped like the front line of young visual artists in Iceland in our newest cover. So check it out. But on to the news. The biggest news, well, I think it's the biggest news when it comes to international audience, is that we have had no COVID now for 3 days. And we have had from 0 cases up to 4 past days and 2 weeks. And we've been doing fairly well. I told you about this the other day when we were trying to get these trials with Pfizer. It meant that we wanted more vaccine, but the Pfizer, they didn't see, yeah, by the way, I said the Pfizer was German, it's of course American. I don't even know why I stated in the country, but it doesn't really matter. The thing is that Pfizer, they didn't see any purpose in doing any trial with Iceland because, well, we have no COVID going on right now. Means that we're kind of victims of our own success here. But of course, we have had very strict restrictions for the longest time. Everything is opening up a lot right now. That means that we are... I, for example, went to the bar last weekend. It was very refreshing. I went to theater also. If you want to see a good show, if you're Polish and you're watching this, I saw this wonderful Polish show in Tjarnarbíó theater. And also it's in English, with English text if you don't understand Polish. But it was absolutely wonderful. Anyways, there are 26 people in isolation. That means that we have only 26 cases right now with COVID. This is very, very different from what it was like 3 months ago when we had hundreds. So we are just in a wonderful state of things. 5,757 people have been vaccinated. Most of them are like elderlies or the frontline staffers. A group of frontline staffers were vaccinated before weekend. A lot of them became sick from the vaccine. It was expected, but but it was odd to see it. It was like we were talking about, like it was in the news that they were like. There was more amount of people than they thought. So it's obvious that this vaccine can make you sick, like in a good way though. It's basically your immune system is getting healthier and stronger, so it can deal with COVID. So it was an interesting side effect to see. And yes, and on to crimes. Iceland has its fair share of crimes. Most often, like when it comes to murders, for example, almost 99% of these murders are people drunk or on drugs killing each other, like in 5 o'clock at Saturday night. It's pretty basic, actually. Sometimes, I mean, we have like 1 to 2 murders per year. Sometimes we don't have any murders. So murders in Iceland are like, I mean, crime, we are of course one of the safest countries in the world, and there's a reason for that. We are not violent people, we are very diplomatic. We're not like our ancestor Vikings, we don't go and just kill people if you're offended. Those were the days though. But there was a very very, what would you say, like a shady murder. It was there was a man who was murdered outside his house. He was shot 4 times. The man himself died shortly after. And he was, I think, he was from, I know, he was Albanian, living in Iceland, but he had an Icelandic woman and a child, and one child that is coming, like, she's pregnant, his wife. The man that shot him, it happened at midnight on Saturday night. The man that shot him, he was arrested, and he is now in custody, police custody. And it's not clear what happened, but it seems that the man ambushed, the killer ambushed him and shot him 4 times in the back and the neck, and even the head. So I guess he never had a chance. Some media has been saying that this could be connected to crimes, organized crimes. There is nothing, the police have not yet, what do you say, like validate that. They haven't said anything about it, other than they have a suspect, and this Albanian man is dead. But they are connected to the Icelandic underworld, which is, there is an underworld, like there are organized crimes in Iceland, but they are nothing like you see in like New York or the bigger cities. It's very like, it's very different. So this is ongoing thing, and it's Icelanders are quite shocked because, like I said, Icelanders are more used to like these, what do you call it, passionate crimes, which is an odd name for like when a man murders his wife, or a drunk guy kills another drunk guy, and so on. It is not complicated when it comes to crimes in Iceland. And almost all of them are like connected to drugs, alcohol, and such those things. And of course, then we have the banksters, but a different kind of thing. So, because we're going up this small mountain here, John Snorri, I mentioned him some newscasts ago. He was lost at K2 in Pakistan. On the borders of Pakistan and Nepal, and he hasn't been found. Most likely he died on the mountain. He was trying to climb it in winter with his friend. They have not been found, the bodies, and the family is quite hopeful that they will find them. Alive or dead, we're not sure, but hopefully they will find them. But there was the biggest rescue operation that came out of this. Pakistan have never tried, like, had such a big search for any hikers or climbers at K2 or at all, and it's sad, but I mean, we know that this mountain is of course really dangerous, and the Pakistan government has banned climbers to climb the mountain in the winter, but they still have like the base, the first base, I think, is still open. They still have hope that the climbers could perhaps turn back. It have happened, but it's not very likely. But that's it for us today. This was absolutely wonderful. I need to go now and throw a little bit for Polly, of course. She is not done, I see. And the view here is quite fun. You can see the whole city here, like it's kind of like grey and windy and rainy also, but the weather is warm and it's quite good. It's like, I like this better than the snow actually when it's really cold, and it's also the grey dramatic thing about it. I love that. But thanks for me. Thanks for listening. Please like and share, of course, if you like it. And yeah, and see you on Wednesday, right? See you then. Hvað? Kasta, hvað? 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 Ekki komið með boltan? Ah! Wow. Hvar er boltinn?